Lord, please bless all our first responders, bless our citizens, and bless our city staff, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Chair Lomneck.
Here.
Vice Chair Forges is absent. Member Keller.
Here.
Member Williams.
Here.
Member Crocker.
Here.
Alternate Member Chacon.
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right, so Mr. Chacon, you're going to vote tonight. Congratulations. Consent agenda, can I get a motion to approve the minutes from March 12th,
I will
2024?
make a motion.
A motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion to approve the minutes of March 12th by Member Keller and a second by Member Williams. Let's vote.
Mine's not showing. Right here.
Somebody miss?
Oh.
Member Chacon.
You can redo it.
Let's do it one more time.
Got it?
Yeah.
Much better. Old business, none. New business. It's going to be the Ocoee Pickleball Complex, Vicent Sports LLC, special exemption, project number 0324SE031, zoning manager Whitfield.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Board members, thank you. Audience members, good evening. So this is the Ocoee Pickleball Complex, Vicent Sports LLC special exception. The properties that are under this special exception are addressed at 1000, 1050, and 1100 Jacob Nathan Boulevard. It's also known as lots 4, 3, and 6 of the Goodman Center commercial plat. So the property is on the west side of Jacob Nathan Boulevard at the terminus of Matthew Parish Boulevard. It's a little over 6 acres in size. The current future land use designation is commercial. It's in the Ocoee study area and does have wetlands on site, has floodplains on site and wetlands near it. And all 3 parcels are currently vacant and wooded. So this is an aerial of the property. This is the surrounding future land use map, and the surrounding zoning districts is all C2 around it, east and west and south side, with R3 on the north side. Then the north R3 is a stormwater pond. So the reason why it's here for a special exception is that per our use table 5-1, an outdoor commercial recreation facility in any of the zoning districts requires a special exception approval via a hearing. So the criteria for a special exception is laid out in section 4-8. There are 3 criteria that we evaluate the project against. And the first one is that it's consistent with the comprehensive plan in terms of land use intensity and densities, and that is also consistent with or compliant with the land development code. The second criteria is that what the applicant is wanting to do is compatible with the surrounding lands. And then the third criteria deals more with the general health, safety, wellness, and convenience of the property owners around them, working there, living there, conducting business there, and whatnot. Section 3 or criteria 3 also speaks to bulking, overcrowding, pedestrian safety, the impairment of travelways, movement of vehicles, of course, fire safety, noise, and all that. And also that the special exception approval does not prohibit or limit the adjacent property owner's ability to utilize their property legally. So this is a site plan. It's conceptual in nature. This is like the 4th iteration between the applicants and us, staff, what they're proposing here. The complex as a whole would have 44 courts and a 14,000 square foot pro shop with cafe. The reason why it's in for a special exception is that this portion in the yellow, those 22 courts are outdoor. They're only covered, but there are no hard walls. So there's no sound, sound buffers and things like that, lights, noise. So the 24 courts are the reason why we are here for the special exception. In looking at the criteria, we look at the surrounding land uses. It's surrounded by commercial on the south and on the east. The north side, although, like I mentioned, is R3, but it is a stormwater pond. The nearest residential is the subdivision, oops, up here. That is the nearest house. I measured it, I think it's like 200 feet, something along those lines, but it's well buffered in terms of this tree line here that's going to stay. This is city property up here on the north. The other things that we look at is circulation. Jacob Nathan is a private road. So in their plan, what we look at is how is the project going to look from the perspective of the general public traveling on Jacob Nathan. So the development team has agreed to make the east side of the project very aesthetically appealing, like a focal point. Our CRA administrator wanted them to, because of Matthew Parrish being here, create sort of a visual focal point here. They've agreed to do that. Parking and circulation. The fire marshal's office looked at this and he didn't raise an objection to the circulation. It's just, there probably needs to be some tweaks to make that fire turning movement a little bit, smoother without impacting any parking spaces. They did flag the floodplain line. So the floodplain line is this dash line here. And per our comprehensive plan policy, they are required to have a minimum 25-foot buffer from that floodplain line. So that is where they would be proposing to put a retention wall there so that no further development would extend beyond this red line. In terms of stormwater, there is from the Goodman Plat capacity in the city's pond on the north side, so they don't have to provide stormwater on site. So it essentially frees up the site for the development itself. The remaining outstanding issue that the DRC has is relative to the parking ratio. In our code now, in Article 6, Section 6-4 for parking standards, we don't have one for recreational facilities. We just have a general one, 1 space per 200 square foot of commercial. That could just be any kind of commercial. What the applicant team is proposing based on their parking study looking at racket clubs and tennis clubs is 3.17, I think, spaces per court. Based on our staff's research, we are finding courts that are about 4 spaces per court. So part of and I'll go into that now, the DRC's recommendation is speaking to the parking. So the next couple of slides is showing the rendering of the building. This is sort of the center where the Matthew Parrish would sort of be looking at this sort of angle. This is the building rendering. This is Jacob Nathan, and then I believe that would be Matthew Parrish. So this portion of the site would be developed as covered and enclosed. This portion would be the open courts. Inside of this building would also be where the pro shop is, will be a championship court for competitions and special events and things like that. This is an interior of what the outdoor court would look like. A couple of shots on that. This is another angle, sort of looking southward from Jacob Nathan. It'll be fenced in, where the building is for safety reasons, things like that. So again, in terms of our staff findings, what they're proposing is well below the FAR of 3, so we don't have an issue with intensity. We also didn't find any issues with compatibility. The parking ratio is still something that we would want to further look at the time of site plan review. And then 3, again, is at the time of site plan review, looking at the circulation movement of the trucks, the fire trucks. So at the DRC on April 2nd, they made a recommendation of approval subject to taking another look at parking and the demand for spaces at the time of site plan review. And at that time, we can look at possible off-site parking by shared parking, which the code does allow them to utilize. So that, as we move into that stage of the permitting, of the planning, we can look at off-site parking options. And with that, staff is recommending that the Planning and Zoning Commission make a recommendation of approval for the special exception for the proposed outdoor commercial facility at 1,000, 1,050, and 1,100 Jacob Nathan for the property zone C2, subject to the condition that we continue to evaluate parking and the parking ratio. And the applicant team is here if you have any questions of them. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for staff?
One question, if I may, Mr. Chair. Only because of how close it is on the north side, if I've got my directions correct, being close to where the one subdivision is there any thought been giving to flipping so that the enclosed ones are up on the north and the open courts are down on the south, making it less noisy for the...
We didn't discuss it, but I don't know if you want to respond to flipping it. Yeah, you would have to come up here.
Well, let us ask our questions first, and then we'll open it up to you. So hold that question.
All right, yeah, that's my only question,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
No, sir, we didn't discuss that part.
All good. Anybody else have any other questions for staff? Okay, I'm going to open up to the public hearing. I'm going to ask the applicant to come on up. Sorry, guys. You can come up now. I got this guy next to me. He's a lawyer. You got to pay him extra every word he says.
Got to follow the rules.
State your name and address, please.
Good afternoon. Chris Leppert with Kimley Horn, 200 South Orange Avenue, Suite 600, Orlando, Florida 32801. I'm not the applicant, but I'm here to assist with the applicant. And so thank you all for having us tonight, and thank you staff for working with us on this project. Again, it's an exciting project for us, and then we're most interested in being able to provide around 44 courts, and so we are open to working with staff to find the best location of the enclosed courts versus the covered courts. The reason that we had this particular layout was to give the greatest visibility for those coming off of 50, off of, what is it, Matthew
Parish.
Matthew Parish. So, but it's about getting the density and about getting about 44 courts. That's important to us. And so the orientation of the buildings and the layout of the covered courts, it's flexible at this point. So we're happy to look into that based on needs. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anybody have any other questions for the applicant?
I do have one. You only have one entrance in and out, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So if you had a fire there and the fire truck's coming in, how would anybody get out?
Yep. So with one entrance, that is the only way in and out of the project. So we would have to look at a second entrance if that's required by code.
I don't know if it's a code, but I mean, it seems to me that if fire trucks were trying to get in and people were trying to get out, they could be stuck in there,
We would look at that as part of the site plan review.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
The fire marshal approved the plan.
does not mean he's right, okay? That does,
He's the fire marshal.
Okay, he's the fire
This is a
marshal.
standard road. This is a standard section of road with parking.
Right.
There is drive aisles. So there's a number of instances. Generally, you try to get cross-access to parcels. The parcel on the south is a stormwater pond and open space. I can tell you it's been reviewed by the fire marshal, who's a firefighter, does it for a living. And the issue is just that turnaround. When we get to the site planning, they have a program where they turn the fire truck around to make sure it can make the turn. But otherwise, yes, that has been reviewed. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? All right, thank you, guys. We are open to the public. Does anybody like to speak on this matter? All right, if not, we'll close the public hearing, bring it back up to the dais. Anybody else have any other questions or concerns? All right, if not,
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chair, that we accept the staff recommendation.
With the condition?
With the staff recommendation, including their condition.
Okay, we have a motion to recommend approval.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion to recommend approval for project number 0324 SE031 by Member Keller and a second by Member Williams. Sorry, can't speak tonight. Any other, we good, Mike? You guys okay? All right. There's no other questions. Let's go ahead and vote. All right, that passed 4-1 with Member Cropper voting no. Thank you very much, guys. See you in front of the commission. Should be great. Okay, next up. This is going to be 789 Pine Street, small-scale comprehensive plan amendment from low-density residential, LDR, to light industrial, LI, and rezoning from single-family dwelling R1A to restricted manufacturing warehousing I1. Project number CPA 2024002 and RZ 240201. And this is going to be Director of Services, Mike Rummer.
Thank you. The parcel in question is located up on the east side and north on Pine Street, which is presently a somewhat substandard road, and it is adjoining on the east. There's a ditch, and then the parcel between it and Ocoee Road was a project that you all saw recently called the 606 Sports Training Facility. They were able to purchase this property adjacent but across from the ditch and want to utilize this site within their site plan. Again, everything on the north side of Palm Drive and west of Ocoee is in the business character area, and which tries to create that commerce area with retail, restaurants, some density, light industrial, banking, those type of uses. So they were able to secure this property and close on it, and their plans, which you'll see when they come back for the preliminary and final site plan for the 606 Sports Training Facility, is they're going to utilize this property as stormwater. They'll be able to pipe it across the ditch, and that'll free up more space for parking and some field on the 606 Sports Training Facility. The stormwater pond is not a use that violates any of the zoning. It's in the character area, so we're just bringing it in line with the light industrial land use and the restricted manufacturing warehousing I-1 zoning district. In my staff report, I just call it all light industrial, so there might be instances where I called the zoning in land use light industrial. I just use it as a general term, but it's restricted manufacturing and warehousing. This is an aerial of the property. They will be removing the homes, building a stormwater pond, possibly getting some future development if it works out. The wooded area to the right is the location of the 606. The land use is low-density residential. It's changing it to that purple, that light industrial that we have, that you see there. And then you assign a zoning for it, which would be the I-1 restriction manufacturing, and the present zoning is R1A. It's a small-scale land use amendment because it's less than 50 acres. And with that, Development Review Committee and staff recommends this sort of formality, just bringing it in line with the land use and zoning in the area for a site plan that you'll see.
Great, thank you very much. Anybody have any questions for staff? Wow, okay. Absolutely. We're changing it to I-1, right? They're going to use it for stormwater. Is the stormwater going to take the entire property for the most part?
We are just now reviewing that plan, and it doesn't take all of it. It does not take all of the land, no, but there is some. But if, what's buildable is left, that would
Sure.
front a future Pine Street. I don't know that buildable.
And I know they'll need it, but is there anything stopping them from changing the use after they get the?
Well, the overlay has specific, more stringent zoning criteria than the general I-1 Land Development Code.
Okay.
So in the sense of, let's say down the road, could they ever put some of the stormwater under the ground and
Right, and build on
provide?
top of it.
But yeah, it would be industrial, or you wouldn't have retail in this location, but
It does, and it doesn't make sense to make the use a conservation easement or anything, or any other kind of use besides the.
no.
island.
And
Okay.
then on the, near it will be a new east-west road that the 606, there's a parcel between it on the south side and where the new road will be coming out.
All right, thank you. Okay, and for that, I will go ahead and I will open it up to the public. Is the applicant here? No? Okay, I have one speaker reservation form for Betty Hill. If you'll come on up to the microphone there, Ms. Hill, we appreciate it. Just state your name and address for the record.
Hello, my name is Betty Hill. I live at 793 Pine Street, which is the property next to 789 Pine Street.
Which side?
And-
South side, north side?
I'm sorry?
Which side of the? North side. Okay.
North side, yes.
side.
I'm
that'll
here
be-
because, like I said, we own the property next to 789, and my question is, multiple properties have been bought, in the recent months along Pine Street. And the zoning's changed from residential to restricted manufacturing and warehousing. How is that going to affect the other properties on Pine Street? And is there any future plans of any other property on Pine Street being purchased? Is maybe 7/9th Street going to be one of those offered? Are they planning on widening Pine Street? I've heard, heard different things. I've heard there's going to be drainage pond put on 789. And as I said, we want to know what's the zoning going to be for those residential homes?
Yeah.
You said there is, I think you said, or agreed, there,
Let me answer some of your questions. I may
Okay.
answer all of them that you have,
All
and
right.
not even think of more. So long-term, the area, the city, through a workshop and through some series of meetings, changed the vision of that area in the future. Just, you got the 429 that's there. You have the Ocoee Popka Road. The area is growing, and we did in this vision plan, we called it the business character area, which envisioned a future, a real Pine Street that's wide or repaved and a standard road. And in that vision plan, we included the use for west side of the ditch between the 429 and the ditch behind you all, those to have more industrial type uses because there's not road frontage. There will be two roads that connect to the future Pine Street, one to the north that's built right now, right on the top of the Walls property and that new development. Then there's one just south of you all. And so the whole area is envisioned to be a mixture, it's a commerce area, like a mixture of light industrial uses like you see going up, retail, restaurants, maybe some small density rooftops like a small condo or a townhome or something, but not a big complex. And we're starting to see that along Ocoee Popka Road, and you're starting to see that with the property sales on Pine Street. So the trend will be, the opportunity is there for people to come in and develop other than non-residential
right,
in the future. Now, the city doesn't have any participation or say on which properties are offered or who buys which property. So that's totally up to the market. We are looking at a new Pine Street. So for instance, the development to the south a couple parcels, there's one going in, and we've had them cut the road back in their parking short of Pine Street so they can't use it because Pine Street's not ready. We're under contract, we're designing a concept for a future Pine Street to start getting that funded and getting that designed, and we'll work with the community out there once we start making headway there. So to kind of answer your questions, the vision for the next 20 years is it transitions from Orange County residential properties to non-residential uses. The city doesn't have any say on who offers what property and what's bought. Now, when we go to build the road, we might need to buy some properties to facilitate that. We would drive that at that time. And I think your last question was,
Well, you said that more than likely Pine Street will be widened.
yes, it'll probably be, the preliminary design will be done this calendar year. We might be able to try to start financing, budgeting towards it this next budget cycle, but we have to design it. We get an estimate of what it costs to construct. You got to figure out what it's going to cost to construct a year later and see if we can find some funds for the city to take that project. If not, hopefully somebody will buy a lot of the land and develop it at once and build the road for us. That's what happened with the two other developments. They're building the road for the city.
Well, I know from my property down going north, we're in unincorporated
Yes.
Orange County.
Yes, you
We're
are.
not in Ocoee per se.
Right, yes.
So,
And with that future Pine Street, we will run water and sewer up there so properties can connect to water and sewer. And that's what will make them more developable in the future and more, have higher value, but changes the ability of those properties to develop.
yes, because that's my concern. On the north end of us, there's a tree farm.
Bamboo
On the
farm, yeah.
south end of us, the tree farm is there. There's a concrete, where I guess they store their equipment or whatever, right in the middle of Pine Street. And then they just purchased the property down the road, from us on Pine Street. Now it's 789, so
Yes, yeah.
I guess my question is, where are the residents that are living there going to be? Like, for instance, if I wanted to sell my property, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm not a realtor or an appraiser, but I would tell you that, I'm not sure how your parcel is divided out, but yes, it's going to change. We're changing the character of the area. This could be the last project for 10 years. You never know. It could keep going.
Right.
So what I can tell you is, as of right now, the developments that are going on, they are not able to access their projects via Pine Street. So the current Pine Street will not have trucks on it or trips or vehicles from these developments. We've cut them short from being able to tie in.
Right.
We're going to try to, in our plan, we recognize we need Pine Street because it takes some of that internal traffic off of Ocoee-Apopka Road. We're just now starting the process to develop the plans for what a future Pine Street would be. But that's kind of the answer. I can't tell you. I don't know if someone's going to offer you money enough to make it worth your time I don't know when that's going to happen.
Thank you very much, Mike. Ma'am, I'm sorry, we're only allowed 3 minutes,
much.
but thank you for your comments.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anybody else okay, we need you to fill one of these forms out, okay? You can come on up and speak.
I am Sarah Boyle. I live at 813 Pine Street, in the parcel right next to this property as well.
North side?
On the north, yeah. Ours is split in 50-50, so I'm behind. We are zoned agriculture. I have horses on this property, so I have concerns over the fact that now we're going to have industrial next to agriculture. I know Ms. Hill also has chickens on her property, which I will as well in the near future. So that is one of my concerns. Suddenly I'm on an agricultural property bordering, this rural residential, which makes sense. And now we're adding industrial next to it without any kind of restrictions. A retention pond might make sense, but if we're putting up warehouses, for example, when I had my house, I bought it a year and a half ago. When I got the appraisal done, the I don't know directions. The warehouse is across the ditch. That specifically lowered my appraisal value. They said if you have one side that is now looking into a commercial or industrial, that lowered my property value greatly. So having two sides bordering by it is a big concern of mine, especially, again, there's no restriction. We don't know what they're going to be putting there. A retention pond wouldn't look bad, but a large warehouse building, something like that, parking lot, things like that. I have a lot of the same concerns as Ms. Hill with the traffic coming in and out. And the other concern with a retention pond actually is we are on wells. So I don't know how long the construction would take of getting us sewer and water access. But if you're suddenly have a retention pond, I don't know how that's going to affect our water sources. We all rely on wells out there right now. And I feel like that could negatively impact us even getting to shower. So those are some of my concerns.
Thank you very much.
And I will go fill out a form.
Appreciate it. All right, anybody else? If not, we'll close it up, bring it back to the dais. Does anybody have any other questions? If not, I'll need two motions. We'll go with the first one, which would be the CPA.
So I have a question, just real quick. Right now, they're planning to put stormwater there, but just make sure I did hear right, that it could, if they do something like underground the stormwater, they could develop above it, correct?
Yeah, they could, and how the way that you look at transitioning and buffering, a non-residential use adjacent to agriculture doesn't require buffering, because under an agriculture, you could build a 40,000 square foot metal barn warehouse and not even pull permits. So the use of the property being future light industrial type of a use would incorporate with a site plan. It would have the necessary setbacks, obviously, but those buffers are not required. But what you're seeing in this area is this pocket full of Orange County that has been Ocoee, Popcoretta. We know what's going on, and it's just everything near the 429 is developing, and is an agricultural use. We don't have an agricultural land use in our comp plan. We foresee single family and non-residential. So if this were to develop in the future, if it were a industrial use, you wouldn't get a restaurant or retail here, but it would be a building and parking, but those generally utilize less trips than retail, commercial, and less PM peak like a multifamily or a school or something like that. So it could happen. It's just in most codes, you don't buffer. Not that we wouldn't do something because there is existing residential there. It's just not a requirement from agriculture to something that's non-residential. That's really when you have single-family residential adjacent to high multifamily or non-residential that you have buffering requirements.
Cool. I gave the ballot over to Member Williams. I'm going to go ahead and make a motion. I'd like to make a motion that we recommend approving CPA 2024002, and the reason why I would say it is we've put a lot of money and time into making that an overlay character area for things just like this. So, you know, we've got to move forward with it. So that's my motion.
So
And I
there's
will-
a motion for approval of
I will second
a
that.
recommendation of approval. There's been a second. Are there any questions or if no questions, we'll move forward. All those in favor? There we go.
Somebody didn't.
Nobody's not, yeah, revote.
Did you do it? Ms. Williams?
Yeah, mine's lit. Press it one more time.
Mine's lit.
I voted, so.
Can we clear and redo? Okay,
There we go.
okay, there we go. The motion passes.
All right. While you have the gavel, I'll go ahead and make the second motion for the rezoning for RZ 240201.
There's,
A recommendation for approval.
There's a motion for a recommendation of approval of RZ 240201. Is there a second?
I will second it.
All those, any questions or comments? Are we ready for the vote? All in favor? Thank you very much.
All right, give him a gavel.
Motion passed.
Thank you. All right, motion passes. I will tell y'all, just I'll make a quick comment that, that area's changing. Pine Street's gonna be redeveloped for the better. It's gonna be wider. It's gonna help, traffic in that area, especially when a lot more of the building comes and the baseball center comes around, so, we think it'll be a good thing, even for you as residents there. Okay. Next up, we have 1102 and 1104 North Lakewood Avenue. This is the lot property annexation, project number AX030201, zoning manager Whitfield.
Thank you. So this request is only for the annexation from the county to the city. There is no corresponding initial rezoning like all the other annexation rezonings that you've seen. This one's just strictly the annexation. The property is on the west side of Lakewood Avenue. It's about 946 feet south of the Worth Road and Lakewood intersection. A little over 7 acres in size. The current land use designation per the joint planning area future land use map is low density residential, and they currently have a county A1 designation. The smaller lot, so it's this tiny little skinny lot here, and then the bigger one. The little skinny lot is vacant, and the larger one has a small ag warehouse on it. No development plans have been submitted at this time, and the properties are eligible for annexation. This is an aerial of the property, the surrounding future land use map, and the surrounding zoning map. So in terms of eligibility, it's adjacent to the city property. It can be served with water service, and it's not creating any new enclaves, but rather eliminating the enclaves in the area. So DRC met on this item and the next series of annexations, since it's the same applicant team, on April 2nd. And with that, staff is also recommending that the PCC make a recommendation of approval for the annexation of the lot property into the city limits. And the applicant team member is here for all four.
Great. All right, anybody have questions for staff?
Just one question, if I may, Mr. Chair. I noticed that when this moves, and I guess right now it doesn't become an issue because we're only annexing, but I noticed that if this changes, which I'm assuming it will, from residential, it's going to leave a rather narrow strip between the light industrials. If this is going the way I'm expecting it will later down the road. Is that going to cause a problem?
A narrow strip of light industrial here.
Yeah, in between, if you look back on the map, see where that is, just south of it, I'm assuming that's south. You've got that strip in between that's going to be.
The yellow?
Yeah, the yellow in between. Because I'm assuming that they're looking to put that, the piece that they're annexing
So-
into something other than residential.
This skinny little yellow part right
Yeah.
here might just be a mapping error. For this LI portion, we would look at the entire parcel. This change, like this, it looks like LI and a little strip of LDR is still all this one vacant lot. So in order for them to come forward, we would probably make those map corrections at that time.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you very much. We'll open it up to the public. Applicant, you good? Okay. Anybody? No? All right, we're going to close the public. I'd like to get a motion, please.
So, Mr. Chair, I move that we recommend approval of annexation AX032401.
All right, Do I have a second?
A second.
All right, we have a motion for recommendation of approval of AX 0302, AX 032401 by Member Williams and a second by Member Chacon. No other questions? Let's go ahead and vote. All right, good job. Next, 1305-1113 Ocoee Popka Road, MDTL Enterprises LLC, property annexation, property number AX, project number AX 032402, zoning manager Whitfield.
Thank you. This is the next application for annexation from Orange County to the city of Ocoee. This property and the next three applications are located on the east side of Ocoee Popka Road, about a half a mile south of Fuller's Cross Road. It's a little over 4 acres in size, 4.32. Again, LDR, future land use, and County A1. Both properties are generally used for ag purposes. No development plan has been submitted at this time. Like the other one, it's eligible for annexation by virtue of eliminating enclaves, being served by city services, and adjacency to the city boundary. This is an aerial of the properties, the surrounding future land use, the surrounding zoning, and again, DRC made a recommendation of approval, and we're also asking for a recommendation of approval. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll open it. Anybody have any questions? Okay. We'll open it up to the public. Would you like to say anything? Great. We'll close the public hearing, bring it back up. I'll take a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion for recommendation for approval for project AX 032403.
Thank you very much. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion for recommendation of approval by Member Chacon and a second by Member Williams. All those in favor, let's vote. Passes. All right, next up we have 1059 Ocoee Popka Road, Rogers Property Annex, Project AX 032403, zoning manager Whitfield.
Thank you. So this is a request to annex from the county into the city, also on the east side of Ocoee Popka Road, 3,200 feet south of Fuller's. It's about 5 acres in size, same future land use, same ag designation or classification, same ag use, no plan submitted, and eligible for annexation. This is an aerial of the property, the surrounding future land use, surrounding zoning, and DRC and staff are asking for a recommendation of approval.
All right, we'll open it back up to the public. You good? All right, we'll close the public hearing, bring it back it up to the dais. Anybody have any questions? All right, I'll take a motion, please.
Mr. Chair, I move, we're number 5, right? Right. Move approval, recommend approval of annexation AX 032403.
All right, do
And
I have a
I
second?
will second.
We have a recommendation for approval by Member Williams and a second by Member Keller. No questions. Let's go ahead and vote. All right, that passes. Next, number 6, MDTL Enterprises LLC Property Annexation, Project Number AX 032404, Zoning Manager Whitfield.
Thank you. Annexation from Orange County to city of Ocoee, just moving our way south.
Yeah.
The east side of Ocoee Popka Road. Well, we have to do it in that order so that they qualify. 2.17 acres in size, LDR, A1. This little parcel on the east is the one that has the house. The parcel touching Ocoee Popka is the one that's vacant. No development plan at this time. They are eligible for annexation. This is an aerial of the property surrounding future land use and surrounding zoning. DRC and staff is also making a recommendation or requesting a recommendation of approval, and this is the last of the applications for annexation for this packet.
Thank you very much. We'll open it back up to the public. We'll close the public hearing. If nobody has any questions, I'll take a motion.
I don't think you gave enough time for public comment.
We got anybody on the phone? Anybody calling? We'll make a motion.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, so, Mr. Chair, I move that we recommend approval of annexation AX 032404.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion for recommendation of approval by Member Williams and a second by Member Chacon. All those in favor, let's vote. Passes. Thank you very much. Excited to see what you're building.
That's going to be really a great area.
All right, number 7, 1 Taylor Street, small-scale comprehensive plan, FLU amendment from heavy industrial HI to commercial com and rezoning from restricted manufacturing warehouses I-1 to community commercial C2, project number CPA 2024004 and RZ240302. Development Service Director Romer.
All right, you probably don't know where this property is, but
Right.
it's over, you go down McKee Street, and right when you cross the railroad track, it's right there on the right. So, city recently purchased the property. It had a history of having outdoor storage on it, code enforcement cases. We were able to obtain the property via deed, and the property's cleaned, and we want to remove these old, antiquated, don't know how they got heavy industrial a stone's throw from McKee Street back in the day, but we're just going to clean that up while we have full ownership and occupancy of the property. So we're taking away the heavy industrial land use and the light industrial zoning. There was a conflict there to start with. Heavy industrial has to comply light and light. So we're bringing it to commercial. It's in our downtown. It's in our downtown master plan area and our downtown redevelopment area. And so we want commercial there in mixed use, not outdoor storage. So while we're the owner, we're the applicant, bringing forward. We recommend approval.
All right. Anybody have any questions? Nope. I'm going to open it up to the public. I'm going to close the public hearing. I'll take a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion that we recommend approval of CPA 2024-004.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
A second?
I have a motion for recommendation approval by Member Keller and a second by Member Williams. No questions. Let's vote. Thank you. That passes. I'll take the next one, please.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to recommend approval for RZ 24-03-02.
Thank you.
Second?
All right, we have a recommendation for approval by Member Keller and a second by Member Williams. No questions. Let's vote. Boy, that'll be on a record tonight, son. Okay. And Mike Rumor, you're up. Song and dance time.
So yeah, so we're the Ocoee Village, that large development up at the north end. The apartments have all been finalized, CO'd. The road is open. Hope you've used the roundabout maybe once or twice. Check that out. The 7-Eleven's coming along. The strip center with the Chipotle is coming along as well. You can see the tech school. We've got a lot of development on the north end. The OCPS Technical School is nearing completion, and then we're going to be there. Just started development on adjacent to the high school, a little mixed-use center that was approved there called the Ocoee Crown Point Mixed Use Project. The heading down Ocoee-Apopka, Fuller's Cross intersection area, Ocoee-Apopka by Damascus, that development is starting to get checked off in the front 3 buildings. You can see we have other development on Ocoee-Apopka Road. And we finalized all of the Alibi project. It's closed, so everything's been inspected and passed and such. So we're looking forward to some other submittals we recently got. We're getting a hotel that's going to be off West Road this week. Reminds me the hotel on 50 is coming along finally. It looks like they'll be wrapping that up soon and looking good. We are in comprehensive plan process. We have some dates to get some data. So we have a good, nothing in May. We have a planning and zoning meeting in May. We'll have a project or two, but not comp plan related, but hopefully right thereafter. And then we've also just kicked off a land development code update with a consultant to redo the land development code, kind of combine all of our overlays. We've got the 3 target areas in the CRA. We've got 3 overlays along the 429. We've got the downtown master plan. Kind of put all that into a nice code that'll let people know what they can do in the downtown urban areas and also keep those suburban uses, kind of tidy them up, bring them up to speed today's. So we've got a lot going on. And when this regional baseball facility hits, it's going to be a big project as well. So we work on these things so long before someone sees them. They become a cousin. These projects, you work on them, you hammer them, you change, and so. Any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Rumor?
No question.
Well, if that's the case, then y'all have a great night. Thank you very much. That's all she wrote.